Well, we are here live on the Beer League Racing Network for week 4 at Michigan Motor Speedway. Here at the Motor City Coors Banquet 200. Gonna get going racing here shortly as these guys are wrapping it up here. Had a I don't know why that popped up, but we got me and Matt. Matt's going to be down as a pit lane reporter here. Track temps out today are 68 degrees. Or sorry, track temp is 91 degrees with air temp is 68. That's crazy. 16-mile-per-hour wind. So these tail end of the cars are going to be shaking all over the place. They have 4 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and fuel is set at 100% with a fixed setup here. Let's get back over to going through your starting grid here. Got Chris Fleming taking the pole with Daniel Partridge on the outside there. There we go. Want to make sure we get it to the right camera. Trevor Haley and Matt Gagnon in P3, P4. Chris Stange, John Tiller 5 and 6. Kevin Allen and Isaiah Bartolo in 7th and 8th. And Tim Klesich and Nestor Osorio P9, P10. P11 with Daniel Garibaldi in his first race here at the Beer League Street Stock Series with Josh T. Newman and Kevin Berg rounding out your P13. And that is it for your grid. We're about to get going racing. Appreciate everybody coming out here and enjoying a nice 40-lap race here at Michigan International Speedway. Chris Fleming taking the pole here is going to change up things as we go and take a peek at the standings. Kevin Berg and Trevor Haley are leading your standings with Trevor trailing 25 behind, but Chris Stange and Chris Fleming are right there in the thick of things, and they can come on back and get this one underway and come back with some big points here if they can get some stage points and some bonus points with the clean race here. So hopefully it works out for him. Here is we are getting going. I'm going to tell you what I'm drinking tonight as a beer. I'm drinking a Ohio light beer from the Columbus Brewing Company. It is a lime beer. It's a little light lager. Something I personally like to drink. Big fan favorite of everybody coming out and hanging out with us on just a hot day here for the track temps being at 91 degrees. These guys have warmed it up, so you're going to see some hot tires and slippy, slidey bumpers going around here as we're going to get going here with... Oh, look at those flags. What a great view as Barry the Flagman is going to get us off and running here through the Hook'em Collectibles restart zone. And Chris Fleming is going to take us to green flag here at race 4 at Michigan Motor Speedway. It's going to be a drafty track out here. These guys got to keep it together here as they're going to have to try to work through the field. It's going to be a hard one to try to make moves and stay off of each other's bumpers as they're starting to form up and stack them up here and trying to get the lanes pushing. We might see some 3-wide action here early, and it looks like they're already going to town on it as say nothing less here as Matt Gagnon and Daniel Partridge is hop up to the front with John Tiller and Chris Fleming kind of drifting back there a little bit. Tiller was giving the push, the business to Matt Gagnon to get on the outside lane rolling. As we're looking to almost get a 3-wide here with Isaiah Bartolo on the outside in that 3 car, pushing Chris Stange in the 29, making a run here, getting up to his buddy, his teammate, John Tiller here. Oh, they're all fanned out here, working the outside lane, trying to get off the side draft here. Is in no man's land is the 18 car of Chris Fleming, as he is getting the push finally from Kevin Allen, as John Tiller is going to make a stand here and get his first lead lap of the race. 3x3, 4x4, we are on back through the field, and what happened with Trevor Haley is not in the grid right now. I don't know what happened with Trevor Haley, but that's one of your championship contenders here in the Beer League Street Stock Series, but he is not on track currently. Don't know what's going on with that there. Sorry about the burp there, but as we are 4 wide coming out of turn 2, things are going to be dicey all night long here on the Beer League Racing Network. As John Tiller is just going to manage his lane, try to pull his buddy of Chris Stange, as Partridge is working the inside here as we're getting slippy and slidey. Can these guys hold on with that 110% engine power out of these street stocks? We'll find out, as Partridge is going to get the lead here finally. Take a look at these guys coming around into turn 1 into turn 2 from the blimp camera. The blimp's going to get us a big angle of trouble. Trouble on back with Kevin Allen and Isaiah Bartolo. And that is going to bring out your first caution. Let's go on back here and see what happened here. A 4 wide did not pan out, and it just got both those guys loose, and around they went. Yeah, it looks like Isaiah kind of came down, came back up in a squirrel, and it got both of them wrecking loose, and that's going to get those guys back to the back of the field here as we get back up to our leaders here. Is Daniel Partridge is leading this race, as we're going to go to our first L3fty Designs cautions out.
"12 races, 12 different challenges, 1 championship. The Beer League Street Stock Series is not built around a single type of racing. It's built around proving who can do it all. The season begins at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where drafting partners can make the difference between victory and disaster. Richmond Raceway brings close quarters battles, daring passes, and momentum that can change a race in an instant. Then comes Bristol, covered in dirt, where slide jobs, flying clay, and hurt feelings are all part of the challenge. Michigan International Speedway pushes drivers to their limits with flat-out speed and drafting battles at nearly 200 miles an hour. Lime Rock Park forces oval racers to learn the art of left and right turns as the championship heads to one of America's most historic road courses. Martinsville Speedway tests patience, brakes, tires, and tempers on the shortest and oldest track in NASCAR. Dover's Monster Mile demands courage. The Milwaukee Mile rewards discipline, and the playoffs begin beneath the lights.
Well, as we get back going live here, let's go pull someone up in the booth and go and have a little chit chat with them. Isaiah, it's your buddy up in the booth. You got a copy? So what happened there with you? What happened with you and Kevin there?
I'm not 110% sure what happened. All I know is we were 4 wide.
Yeah,
Next thing I know, I'm getting ping-ponged around, and I went around.
As we go back and look at the replay here, it looked like you kind of came down into Chris Fleming there, and then you came back up a little bit. It just got you guys wrecking loose. Doesn't look like the car is too damaged though, and
I used the fast repair. It was bad.
Oh man. Well,
I'm not driving with 7 minutes of damage again.
Oh man, yeah, no, I get that. So what about your tires there? Were your tires all scuffed up there too?
Nah, the tires are good. I saved them.
Alrighty, man. Well, appreciate you joining us up at the booth, and thanks for the report there on the first caution there.
Yes, sir.
And that was Isaiah Bartolo, as I moved him into the wrong channel. All right, there we go. All right, as we go back up to our front here, as the pace truck lights are off here. It's going to be an interesting night here. You have to see what these guys can do as things are not working out for the Trevor Haley machine as he came out onto the track and he's back down into pit lane. So I have no clue what's going on with the Trevor Haley machine, but we will have to find out later on after the race. And this could affect his point stay because he is 4 laps down currently. And yeah, he's going to have to go try to get those laps back. As we go back up to the front here, we're going to the back stretch here with John Tiller and Daniel Partridge. Partridge taking us here to his first race through the Hook'em Collectible restart zone. Things could get interesting out here on track, so let's see what transpires here with these guys. But look at this field. What a great field. What a great turnout. Got 14 drivers on track here. If you guys are interested in the Beer League Street Stock Series, it's better late than ever to join us. We got a figure 8 race coming up after this as the truck's going to dip off in here into the pit lane as Daniel Partridge is going to take his green flag racing again here at Michigan International Speedway. These guys are already stacking them up, trying to form the lines, trying to make something work here. As it's going to get crazier towards the end of this stage. Stage points will be very key in this race. And somebody we haven't talked about all day is up in the front here as Kevin Berg has found himself back up into the front here. You're a points leader right now in the Beer League Street Stock Series. He's back up in this, and he's just going to push John Tiller and hopefully fend off the rest of these guys as they are beating and banging, trying to work their way back up to the front. Is another guy that we haven't talked about a whole lot recently, but he's here, Nestor Osorio, currently in third. He's working his way with Chris Staines, Squirrel Turds, just trying to get a draft going, but that second lane is not eating it, so he's going to jump down here in front of Daniel Partridge and just try to maintain something. So looks like all the moves are going to be done here in the back stretch and the front stretch here with trying to just find the draft. So maybe tire strategy will come into play here for these guys later in this race. Esther looking outside once again. Kevin Allen with the fastest lap so far of the race. Ooh, getting loose with Kevin Berg pushing John Tiller there. It's getting dicey out here. Can they maintain these cars on track? As Nestor's getting loose now. 3 wide. That's going to be the story of the day. 3 wide all day. Let's see if they can make it stick as the middle lane's getting a little loose here. Wondering if that right side tire is starting to get eaten up as can't confirm, just heard from the pit report is that they forgot to bring the tires to the track. So it looks like there's only 2 sets of tires for these guys for this 40 lap race. So they're going to have to figure out how to manage the tires here in this race and just make it work because, you know, these cautions, you know, these wrecks also can affect you tremendously to not be able to have something here at the end of this race where it counts. We're 10 laps to go in the stage here as John Tiller is just getting pushed by your points leaders. We got some shaking and baking going around here in the middle of the field here. Looks like Josh T. Newman is trying to make a name for himself here. Oh, look at that Mardi Gras paint scheme, making it alive and well as he's trying to get up there to the front because he said it is time to go. 10 laps to go, 9 this time. Who's going to get the stage win here in the Beer League Street Stock Series? As you see it from your leader himself, he's going 145, 146 as he's getting pushed down the backstretch by Kevin Berg here. High speeds, 152, 155. Oh, man. 160 miles an hour in the street stocks of Michigan. You might as well call this a super speedway for these guys out here. As we go look at the pits here, for people going down to the pits, looked like Isaiah and Matt Gagnon went down, and Matt got some repairs done, and it also looked like Isaiah went and got 4 tires done. So tough break for these guys in this race, as Matt was one of your front runners. Definitely somebody I thought was going to be up in the front of this field in his first race, racing on track with the Beer League Street Stock Series. Well, they're getting dicey up here up front with John Tiller and Chris Fleming battling here. Kevin Berg's going to stick with his boy. John Tiller he's going to split him now. 3 wide going into turn 1. Kevin Berg is in the middle of this meat sandwich right now. He is the meat of the things. As we are going to get 4 wide, maybe. Oh, no. Chris Fleming said, I'm going to go work with John Tiller now. He's up on the high side, keeping John Tiller alive here. This would be a strong showing for John Tiller to have a good finish like this and get a win, or even some stage points here to get him back into the running of this race. Well, we got a chance here. I'm going to go pull one of our guys down here to talk to us, as he said he wanted to talk during the race, and he said he wants to. Matt Gagnon, it's your buddy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Somehow.
So what's going on track here? We saw the early caution there you were involved with, and you had to get some damage repair there. How's it feel to be the 5th guy out on the outside line here?
Doesn't feel very good. My nutsack's weighing me down right now by another 100 pounds. It's pretty scary right now. I got some guys that can barely hold a line driving right now, and it's pretty scary. Look at the front here, 3 wide for the lead.
Yes, 3 wide indeed is it's getting racy and it's getting dicey out here as we're getting down here to the nitty-gritty for some stage points. Oh man, he's already
getting dicey out here with Mr. Newman. It's not fun. We're 3 by 3 right now.
Oh, rack him up and stack
You
him
want
up.
to see something ballsy? You
Yeah.
want to see something ballsy?
Oh man, as he slips and slides on the outside.
Ballsy.
Now, can we get a track report here? What happened to Trevor Haley there? Why was he laps down now?
Trevor Haley appeared to have some sort of iRacing network issue.
Ooh.
And according to my research here, so he's a few laps down, looking to get them back by the start of the stage. But oh, the big wrecking! No, they're all wrecking.
Oh, they're all wrecking. As Isaiah Bartolo's involved in another one with Kevin Berg, your points leader, involved heavy damage as they need to get those cars back to pit lane, and oh, trouble for your points leader as the caution is out. That's meatball flags for Tiller, Kevin Berg, and Isaiah Bartolo. Matt, appreciate you joining us up in the booth, and we'll catch you here.
That one was violent there, JD. That was violent.
It was definitely violent. Thanks for hanging out with us up here.
Naturally. Thank you.
Matt Gagnon up in the booth as and no! The motor has blown up for Kevin Berg. What will he have to do here? He's not going to get any stage points. Oh my gosh, no. What a turn of events for this. Let's go find out what happened here on track, but it was the big one so far, and Oh, it just collected everybody on the outside lane. Gosh, you hate to see this on track, but oh, let's just try to slow it down for you guys. And I mean, that impact is fierce, as that involves the top 3 guys that were out on track, and this is going to change things up, ladies and gentlemen. As let's get back going here to our cautions out with L3fty Designs, and we'll take a short break here as we try to figure everything out here on track.
12 races, 12 different challenges, 1 championship. The Beer League Street Stock Series is not built around a single type of racing. It's built around proving who can do it all. The season begins at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where drafting partners can make the difference between victory and disaster. Richmond Raceway brings close quarters battles, daring passes, and momentum that can change a race in an instant. Then comes Bristol, covered in dirt, where slide jobs, flying clay, and hurt feelings are all part of the challenge. Michigan International Speedway pushes drivers to their limits with flat-out speed and drafting battles at nearly 200 miles an hour. Lime Rock Park forces oval racers to learn the art of left and right turns as the championship heads to one of America's most historic road courses. Martinsville Speedway tests patience, brakes, tires, and tempers on the shortest and oldest track in NASCAR, Dover's Monster.
Well, as we get back going racing here, can confirm that Kevin Berg and Isaiah Bartolo are in the pit lane. That is hopefully not an early night for them, as they're going to have to try to get back onto the track, but the damage is going to be looking fierce here as these guys get their damage fixed here. It looks like they will be taking the fast repairs once they do get out. As the pit strategy so far here, Matt went back down to get some repairs done. Tiller and Osorio went down to get some tires here. It looks like we're going to have a 1-lap shootout. Scratch that. 2-lap shootout for the stage win here. Let's go bring Chris Fleming up into the booth here just for a moment. Chris Fleming, at your buddy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, what of a turn of events there with the points leader going up into the fence there. What do you think you're going to have to do here to hold off the squirrel turds next to you here for the stage win?
I'm not 100% sure. The outside lane is very strong, and I know Squirrel's a very good driver. I see him out there on my outside, so it's going to be hopefully get a good restart, block the outside lane, and hope I can hold him off for this 1-lap shootout.
Yeah, you need a good bumper touch from Kevin Allen behind you here. Hopefully he can get it done for you. What did you think of that wreck? Because that looked crazy to watch on the broadcast.
I'm not 100% sure if I got into the back of Isaiah on that one. We were all bump drafting, and it was pushes coming from 4 lanes back, 3 lanes back, and I know I was real close to him in the middle of the corner. So I don't know if I 100% bumper touched him or if it was, you know, like a netcode touch or whatnot, but I bumped him, he got a little loose, and then he just sailed off in the outside lane, and that was the last I saw of him. So hope he's okay, but yeah, not 100% sure.
All right, buddy, good luck here in this little shootout you got going on.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, here we go. As Chris Fleming is going to take us through the Hookup Collectibles restart zone. And we're going to have 2 laps to go here. Sorry, 1 lap to go. We're going to have a 1-lap shootout here. My bad. Completely mistaken here. 1-lap shootout. Let's see if Chris Fleming can get it done, as the outside lane is not prevailing here. Now it's starting to push. Now Chris Fleming's going to go up and block. Will Squirrel come down with him? What's going to happen here? Is there going to be another big wreck here before the stage caution comes out? Is Chris Fleming gets turned? Chris Fleming gets turned, and that's going to bring out the caution. And that is going to end the stage. With Daniel Partridge, it looks like, will be taking the stage win here in his first race. Oh, man, we're going to have to go back and look at that one. So Squirrel was giving him a good push, and somehow it got him wrecking loose. So let's go take a look at the far chase here and rewind that back and see what happened where Squirrel here. So I know he follows him, so he gets the block, gets him a little loose, but they're just pushing each other along the way here. Ah, it's a bad push here. Maybe Chris had to stay up there because at this point, you know, Squirrel is just looking for the bottom lane here to work, so. And that is one heck of a wreck here. And to save it, to not get any damage, I give props to Chris Fleming here as he escaped free with the the rest of his race to be able to continue. So, well, that'll bring us to our first stage here, as everybody's going to probably dip down into pit lane here and go get some repairs, get some coffee, get their beer. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. So your boys are coming down into pit lane this time, as it looks like Nestor Osorio and John Tiller are going to stay out because, you know what? They went down and grabbed some tires. I'll tell you what, that worked out for them in the last one then. So Tiller and Osorio here on 4-lap order tires are going to be able to get this call, and hopefully it makes it work for them. So let's see who comes out with a 2-tire strat and tries to make it work here. Is anybody going to come out early? It looks like Chris Stange got all 4, and he's going to be right behind his buddy John Tiller. Looks like everybody's going down for 4s here. Let's go on back here. It looks like Bartolo is still in the pits. Maybe that early strat, and that's the problem. When you got that fast repair early on, maybe the call isn't to go down the pit lane early and use that, because this is what can happen. You can end up here in the pit lane fixing your damages, and it looks like it might be night over here for Isaiah Bartolo. To go back up to the front, you have a new leader in play with the name Nestor Osorio. See if we can pull Nestor up here and have a little quick chat with him. Nestor, it's your buddy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, look at you. You're in the lead of this race. I saw you went down 4 laps ago to get some fresh tires, and here you are. You're going to be leading with, 18 laps to go, roughly. So what do you think is going to be the strategy here, as we saw you working your way through the field this race?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Playboy for sponsoring me today here at Michigan. This has been a real fun day today. That being said, as far as what to do here, I think there's going to be 4 lanes of traffic behind me. And I just got to cover all 4 of them as hard as I can. If I fall back, I got to get back to the front. Now, yeah, I definitely came down, got 4 tires on right when that caution for that big wreck came out. I was surprised so many cars stayed out, but it should be a fun ending to this race. Hopefully, something fun for the Beer Racing League Network to put on their TVs today.
Well, you've looked like you've been dicing it up and cutting it through the field. As you probably get to watch it back here, you'll hear us talking about Nestor Osorio going through the field here. So appreciate you joining us, and hopefully you have a good finish here, bud.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
That was Nestor Osorio here with the Playboy paint scheme on. Make sure to drop the Playboy sponsor. Let's go talk to somebody we haven't talked to yet. Is Daniel, it's your buddy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, sir.
Well, welcome into the Beer League Racing Network. How's it with your first race going here? It seems like you've been having fun out here on track.
Yeah, going pretty good. Trying to manage, see how everybody races.
Yeah, it's been crazy out here. It's been quite eventful for tonight. For our points leader just got knocked out, and he's trying to get back on the lead lap here. As I think, he is back on the lead lap finally. But what do you think it's going to take here to get through these field of these are good drivers out here, but what do you think it's going to take for you to get through here?
Just patience and maybe and definitely a little bit of luck. Because who's gonna go with me with some situations, and what gaps am I willing to shoot? Yeah, I thought I lost a little bit of hope because I fell back off of that first restart, but gained a lot of positions off the second. So we'll see how this goes as the race plays on. So there's still a lot of time. So.
Right. Well, appreciate you joining us up in the booth, and congrats on your first race here, and good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
That was Daniel Garibaldi there with us. We're going to get back going racing here with Nestor Osorio in the lead of this race with John Tiller on his outside. Glad that John Tiller got his damage fixed there under that the big wreck caution that was involved with him and Kevin Berg earlier on. Let's go take a look here at our pit stop report here. Everybody went and grabbed either repairs or 4 tires out on track as the pace truck's dipping off here. Let's see what the repairs are looking like for everybody out there. Yeah, big damage for Kevin Berg there. He had to go get him fixed, put him a lap down. But I think that was a lot more of a tow there. But as Nestor Osorio took us through the Hook'em Collectible restart zone, as I'm late to the party, but he's not late to the party. He's going to get off going. Big jump here for Nestor Osorio into the lead of this race. Chris Stange is going to try to get some points here as he knows Kevin Berg is in the back of the field and he's got to get something done here to try to make a big jump in that gap in the points there between him and Kevin. As we see him ripping it and dipping it on the outside, there's Tim Cleach. Tim Cleach is, oh, he got big trouble. Big trouble in the back of the pack, and that involves the 11 of Nestor Osorio and Matt Gagnon. Whoa, no. Meatballs for the guy. Oh, was it meatball for Matt Gagnon, your pit lane reporter? Oh, no. That's going to bring out another caution. So cautions are bringing cautions here at Michigan. And let's go take a look at what happened there. With whatever just happened. So it looks like Daniel gives Nestor a bump here, and it does not work out for them. Daniel blinks out. Daniel Partridge here blinks out, and it does not work out for them. So let's go take a look at some other onboard cameras here as we hear a lot of cars sliding, and Tiller saved it for a little bit, and then we had more wrecking. And Kevin Allen just clobbered Daniel Partridge. Oh, this is not how the race was supposed to go, as Daniel blinked out here and came back on track, and yeah, he had no time to look for that one. So it is not a good day for these boys out in the field as we go look at see what happened here with Gagnon from behind and see where he was in the thick of things. And he had nowhere to go, and Josh just ran right into him as well. He had nowhere to go as well, so. Oh, you hate to see that for your guys out there. It's Nestor Osorio. I might be the commentator's curse up here, and we are on our 4th caution here at Michigan International Speedway. It's going to bring Chris Stange up in the booth here because he's in the lead of this race, but, man, I might be the curse here. Chris Stange, it's your buddy up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy. What's up, fellas?
Well, apparently, I keep giving the leaders curses here. I pulled Fleming up and I pulled Nestor Osorio up here, and yeah, they both got into wrecks right after that. So, am I about to jinx you 3 for 3 then?
You didn't pull me up here because I'm the fucking man.
Oh well.
So you know, curses don't affect me. So we're all good. What's going on, brother?
Oh, we're just having a good old time up here with the beer in the hand. It looks like you got your buddy John Tiller on the outside here, so things might be in your guys' cards tonight as you try to take down that gap from Kevin Berg and Trevor Haley in front of you in the standings. What do you think it's going to take here the rest of the way? You guys are all basically the same set of tires. Tiller, I know, is on older set of tires here. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a little jinx here.
I took 2 tires.
He took
a little balance. You know, my shit is better than everybody else. So I'm just gonna go out here. I'm gonna be in there like swimwear and just win this fucking race. How about that?
So, oh, you said you grabbed 2 tires.
Yeah, man.
Well, hopefully the 2 tire strat works out for you here, and hopefully I don't jinx you. Good luck the rest of the way here, man. Hopefully see you in victory lane.
Yeah, man.
This is Chris Stain joining us up in the booth as the pace truck lights are off here, and that was not on our report here. We'll have to get that fixed up as apparently. Let's go look at our overlays one more time here, and we'll go to the pit times here. Let's see if I can get this fixed. I don't know if he grabbed 2. I don't know if he knows he grabbed 2. I think he grabbed 4 and it showed me 4. Well, looks like he grabbed 4 and he doesn't know it, but glad to see Chris Stage out here racing with us and having a good time. Man, he's going to have some guys behind him that are looking to go and get their first win of the Beer League Street Stock Series as pace truck's about to dip off here. Daniel Garibaldi, that was just talked to, and Tim Cleach are right behind these two. Will the teammates work out here on the Hookup Collectibles restart zone? Chris Stange is going to get us back going here green with 13 to go, 12 this time. Big jump for Tiller on the outside there. Almost looked like it might have been black flag worthy as we got a guy on the inside of him. It's Garibaldi has made his way 3 wide down to the bottom. Garibaldi is down to the lead of this race as I don't know what Stange and Tiller were doing, but Garibaldi might have the fresher tires here, and it's going to work out for him. And, man, they are up in the thick of things. He's getting wrecking loose at the bottom. We're 3 by 3 all the way back through the field. Ooh, sorry. Finishing off my beer can here. As we're 3 beers in, as we're 3 wide in the back of the field here. Chris Fleming is working the bottom with Garibaldi, so he's back in the thick of things. But remember, these guys that took their early fast repair, if they're getting involved in anything else, it might be night over for them. So let's see as they shake up the standings here. With Kevin Berg, Trevor Haley is going to drop a bunch of points here. He might have to use this as a drop race here. Staines, Fleming, and Allen, and Tiller, and Cleach looking to work their way up through the points here. Go look at the race data here as we have 6 lead changes, 4 cautions for 13 laps, and Daniel Garibaldi is your leader on lap 31 of 40. Can he get it done? And there it is. Chris Stange already taking it right back from him, picking it from his pockets. This Chris Stange trying to get his first win here in the Beer League Street Stock Series. He said he was going to let it hang on the dash, and here he is. He's making a name for himself here in this league. What an eventful night here in the Beer League Racing Network. We are live at Michigan International Speedway as we have a battle for a lifetime here with Chris Stange and Daniel Garibaldi battling it out for the high side. And it looks like the outside's going to get a major run as here we are back in the thick of things. Your points leader, Kevin Berg is back up front, getting his way to the front. He's going to fight his way to maintain his status as the points leader in this league. As we are 3 wide in the back of field, it looks like Newman, Nasorio, and Charles Squirrel, Mr. Squirrel Turds, couldn't have asked for a better race with these guys out on track. They are putting on a showcase for us here. What a clinic of a race. Especially for something like this where it's a drafty track out here, hitting fast speeds of 160 miles an hour in the street stock of all things. As we are 8 laps to go this time with Chris Stange in the lead of this race. It is Stange, Tiller, and Berg pushing each other along, trying to get this gap away from the rest of the field as they have cleared everybody else. Will they be able to maintain this the rest of the way here? Look at the back of the field here as they are sucking up right to the back of the Berg car, the Iceberg. Seven to go as Chris Stange is in the lead of this race, and maybe the pit strategy worked out for him here, and it looks like it's gonna be something as Tiller's looking the inside with Kevin Berg. He said, I'm not your teammate for now. I'm gonna go and put my nuts on the dash and try to win this race. Kevin Berg is also, you know, in the thick of things. He's gonna try to make a move. You know he is. You know, with a masterclass race for Kevin Berg. Down and out, back in it again, and he is up here in the front of this race once again. As we go to our drone camera here, we get to see things from a different perspective. As John Tiller is in the lead of this race. Four wide on back. Oh man, it's getting dicey. Down on the apron, one tire off, one tire on. It is not working out for him as he's going to be drifting on back. Oh, Partridges is in the back here. That's a Sorio on the bottom there. Look at these guys battling up. Look at it. Kevin Allen back into the thick of things. He's trying to get back up there as Gagnon is up there as well. As Gagnon is looking to the inside of Chris Stange. Kevin Allen's trying to take the third lane with him. He's got nothing going, though. It looks like it's going to be the 2 lanes, but it's going to pinch them down to where the outside lane is not going to get the run like they have been all race. Chris Fleming back up there pushing Chris Stange. The Chris on Chris effect here is Chris is going to take it. We're 4 wide on the backstretch here. Matt Gagnon with a huge run is going to pull his buddy Kevin Allen along here as Tiller and Berg on the inside, and Chris Fleming and Chris Stange are left out to dry here. Things are going to shake up here with 4 laps to go this time. Coming to 3, we are looking for a spicy finish to this end of the race. Here at the Motor City Coors Banquet 200, it's going to be an eventful one here down the front stretch. Here we go, 3 to go. Matt Gagnon into the lead of this race with his first race out of the broadcast booth, down on track. Can he put the nuts on the dash like he said he was going to? It looks like he's going to have a buddy, a helper, with the 76 car of Kevin Allen there, helping him out here the rest of the way. 3 by 3 in the back of the pack here. Look at that rust bucket go. The 14 car making it work, and Kevin Allen makes a move down to the inside. He said, I'm no longer your friend. He's getting loose. Get loose, and Kevin's getting loose. Kevin Berg on the bottom is getting loose. Oh man, it's getting eventful. Let's go back to the drone cam. The drone cam to see everything that's unfolding here as it's getting dicey on track here. Chris Stange back in the lead of this race around the outside of Matt Gagnon. And look at that. Charles Squirrel back into the thick of things. And no one's with Squirrel here. Look at this. The pack off by 1 second from each other here. All hanging on for dear life. And 2 laps to go. Coming to the white flag this time. It's Matt Gagnon in the lead of this race with Kevin Allen. Who's going to win the Motor City Course Banquet 200? Matt's getting a great push from Kevin Allen here. Chris Stange is still trying to find a way with John Tiller. Everybody's getting wrecking loose out here. What a run for these guys. Matt Gagnon blocks low. He's trying to block all the lanes on the track as he can. Chris Stange gets a run on the outside. He's up in the wall. Kevin Allen to the bottom, getting past or pushed by Daniel Garibaldi. Will Kevin Allen win his first race in the Beer League Street Stock Series? He's getting pushed. Will it work? Kevin Allen is coming to the finish line, and who's it gonna be? Is it Kevin? Is it Daniel? It's gonna be... Oh, it's too close to call, but it is Kevin Allen. Kevin Allen has won his first race in the Beer League Street Stock Series. Oh, man, what a finish, guys. Daniel Garibaldi in second in his first race here in the league, and Matt Gagnon in P3. What a strong finish for these guys. Wow. What a race. I'm in shock of how that one turned out. I did not have in my bingo cards Kevin Allen winning the Michigan race. He was just hanging on by just a thread. Staying in the thick of things the whole race, and here he is. Your winner here in the Beer League Street Stock Series. He's burning it down. What a night for Kevin Allen here. All right, well, let's go get our top 3 and go talk to them. As we'll go talk to Matt Gagnon down here in Victory Lane as he's just watching Kevin burn the crap down. Matt, your buddy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Wow, what a finish to that race. Way to put the nuts on the dash there and make the moves that you did. But, you know, you end up with the P3 tonight. What do you think it was going to take to get Kevin Allen just to work with you just a little bit?
Not even how to get him to work with me. Not even just a little bit, you know. But if I was just a little bit more decisive, because I had a lead going off of 2 down the back straightaway, if I was maybe just a little bit more decisive on what lane I should be blocking instead of, you know, serpentining down the straightaway, trying to figure out which lane's got the run, who's getting pushes, whatever. If I had just stuck to the bottom, I probably would have won it. But glad to know that one of the boys in the booth has got some pretty good speed, and hopefully, maybe on a limited part-time schedule, we can maybe squeeze out a win, maybe 2. You boys got some speed here, JD.
Yeah, that was a crazy finish and definitely something I was not expecting out of the 76. But, man, look at you bringing that rust bucket home in a P3, your first finish on track. And let's just ask, did you have a good time out there?
I had a blast. I'm shaking right now.
Well, As we wrap it up with you here, is there anybody you want to thank or shout out here as we go up to our P2?
Well, I got to thank everybody who showed up tonight. Wonderful racing. This was really fun. Honestly, one of the best races I've been a part of, just in terms of just being able to throw whatever at a wall and hope it sticks. This was amazing. I want to thank my sponsors, Outlet Motorsports and Regenboog Motorsports. Also, the Sim Gaming Expo. Shout out Sim Gaming Expo. I want to thank my family. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the fans. And I want to thank JD Ray for putting this all together.
Oh, you got a tear going down my eye and maybe a tear going down my leg as well. But, I appreciate you as we're going to go interview our second place finisher here. As I'm going to keep you up in the booth here since you are a broadcaster with us here and you're a true sport, a true classman of this this league. So let me bring Daniel Garibaldi up here with us. Daniel, it's your boys up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, look at you. P2 in your first race out here. You let it hang on the dash. You had a good time out here, it sounds like. And, man, what a strong P2 finish there. What do you think it took there to get to that spot in the race?
I don't know. It was just getting patience. I mean, I was just kind of waiting for something to happen or just kind of riding around hoping. I obviously knew that bottom line was not fast at all. I kind of was boxed in there. I had nowhere to go. But I knew that the bottom line would have got a big run on the bottom. And he just shoved Kevin up there. And props to him for keeping it straight. And probably should have made my move earlier. But yeah, 2/1000s at the line, definitely hard knowing that it was that close.
Well, it was a strong finish there. And as we hear a little bit of defeat out of both of you here, I want to say that was one of the best finishes I've seen so far on this channel for the league, at least, because that was very close there at the end, and you guys made it very exciting there at the end. Well, glad to have you here in the league, and hopefully you get to continue the strong showcase here. And who would you like to shout out here and thank here for you being able to race this race?
Just WR1 Sim Chassis for probably making some of the coolest sim rigs that you can buy. So
Appreciate you racing with us, and glad to have you here. And good luck the rest of the season, man.
yeah, thank you.
That was Daniel Garibaldi in his P2 finish there. It was very, very close there, Matt, at the line. Did we bring him up here?
Thousandths of a second.
Crazy.
That was close.
Do we bring him up here? I think he's probably more excited than anybody probably to come up here and hang out with us. But Kevin Allen up in the booth. First race win in the Beer League Street Stock Series. Welcome in, man.
Man, I haven't caught my breath yet from that.
I mean,
That was crazy.
you're going to have to watch the call on that because I was losing my shit because I had no idea who was going to win it, and it just happened to be you. So,
Oh.
I'm gonna let Matt take the first question here as I'm sure he's got some questions on what happened here.
Kevin Allen, phenomenal race. Congratulations on your win. Why the hell wouldn't you work with me down the back straightaway?
Well, I was just trying to go with a car that was faster, and I thought I was going to get trained. But no, for real, going into 3, I thought you were going to chop me off. Like, I wasn't going to be upset. I thought you were going to defend that. And once I got there, I was just trying to hold on to it. I was getting pushed like heck from behind by Tiller, maybe? I don't even know. I've not even cut my breath yet. Fucking.
It was a wild ride for you, stealing that by 0.02 of a second. Take a minute, breathe, take it all in.
Yeah, when I got to the line, I looked to my right and I saw Daniel kind of inch ahead. Like, from my vantage point, I thought he was a nose ahead of me at the line. So I was like, dang it, he beat me. And then when my relative in standings flashed up one, I was like, oh my god, no way. But that was a That was an up and down race. First 30 laps, 35 laps, I really couldn't go anywhere where I wanted to go. Like every run I got just didn't work. Got involved in that one wreck a little bit after the stage, after the first stage, and just tried to make the best moves I could towards the end. And I don't think I breathed the last 3 laps of that race. I was just, I haven't been that locked in a long time. That was a thrilling race to be in, thrilling win, and I cannot wait to watch it back later.
Well, it sounds like Kevin Allen's out of breath, out of stamina, but you know what isn't out of? He's got them nuts hanging just right on the dash, bigger than anybody right now. And you know, of all things, you know, we saw a race where, you know, you weren't really up in the thick of things and you were just kind of in the middle, just kind of pacing it out because we could see the second, third lane. We saw you try to make a run up on the third lane, and by yourself, it just wasn't going to work. It just seemed like the bottom two and then exiting up to try to get momentum was the only way to really, you know, make, you know, moves per se. You know, crazy that you cut through Matt Gagnon like that, and you didn't get your bumper toucher award. So,
Yeah.
but glad to have you have your first win here, man. That was a crazy finish, and as both broadcasters probably are not thinking the same thing about what Kevin Allen did out there. I think you had a good race. And you know, who do you want to shout out? Who you want to thank before we let you go? And then we're gonna get going here with another race afterwards with some bonus points on the line. What do you think is going to happen in that race? Actually, before we let you go, what do you think is going to happen in the figure eight mayhem with no damage?
Honestly, so much was going on just now. I totally forgot about that until you said it on the comms. Like, oh yeah, we got the figure eight race coming up. But yeah, it's a figure eight race. I don't know what to expect. Heck, I don't even know if I have to track. If I don't, I'll buy it and we'll have some fun with it. But anyway, first and foremost, thank you, Matt, everyone here that puts this on every week. After last week, I'm glad to see this race go as well as it did. Shout out L3fty Designs for sponsoring this car. Shout out my other boys I raced with throughout the night, including you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I've caught my breath now.
He's gassed, but he's putting the nuts on the dash. Kevin Allen, first win of the Beer League Street Stock Series. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'll bring you back up in here. Make sure to let the boys know what's going on next, and we'll get that back up and running here in a second.
Heck yeah, thanks for having me, boys.
Kevin Allen, P1 finish here as we're going to go look at the race results here. Real quick before I let Matt go here, I'm just going to, oh shit, go through the race results. I can pull it up.
I had to start rattling names off.
Well, I don't know where. No, I got it. Hold on, I'm sorry. I just got to go to the scene. Here we go. And okay, well, the scene didn't work. So here we are. We're going to show the results this way. Here we go. Kevin Allen leads one lap. One stinking lap. And that's because he came to the line as P1 with Daniel Garibaldi just 0.02 of a second off of him. Matt Gagnon in P3 with a strong finish here in the rust bucket here. As Daniel Garibaldi is your hard charger of the race with 9 positions. John Tiller with the most laps led of 11 laps. Nestor Soria with the fastest lap of a 47.447. Chris Fleming started on pole of this race. We had 4 cautions with 13 laps. And 9 green flag lead changes. Matt, it's been a stellar race. I think this is probably one of my favorites so far this season. Glad to have you here on track. Glad to have you here up in the booth hanging out with us once again. And, you know, I'm going to let you close this out before I wrap this up.
Well, this was truly an incredible race, ladies and gentlemen. And this is just only the start of the season. We're here. Race number 4, if I'm correct. Race number 4.
Correct.
Yeah, race number 4 on the season. And this has been one hell of a show going on. And it looks like next week the show gets even more dramatic as the Beer League Street Stock Series, the Beer League League Street Stock Series goes to their first road course race at Lime Rock Park in the Twisted Tea Road Course Rumble. I know I myself am looking forward to racing that track. I'm reserving my spot at Lime Rock. I do love Lime Rock. So may the odds be in the field's favor. We'll leave it at that, JD.
Well, appreciate you. Glad to see the Rust Bucket on the track, and it sounds like the Rust Bucket's going to be coming back to Lime Rock next week. And appreciate everybody joining us out here, all the fans showing up and hanging out with us. It's been a great time, and we got a bonus race for you coming up here next. Is we're going to send you off to the intro vid as we get everything set up and hanging out. Make sure to check us out here on the Beer League Street Stock Discord, which is the Beer League Racing Network Discord. Grab the link, join us, and check out the links below as we are going to go and put you on a pause for a second as we got Figure 8 Mayhem coming up next.